Okay, hello, and I am back with another cast video of my Monster High characters. Um, I'll explain this more, I guess, at the end of the video. But I have a broadcast channel on Instagram, and that's where I have 20 or so members there that I um, keep updated on my Sim series. I will put that link in the description. Go ahead and follow me on Insta, and you can join the broadcast channel there. But I asked everybody, hey, with my cast videos, I noticed that everybody on YouTube does it a certain way. And I was wondering, do you guys like the way that I'm doing it so far? Or do you like it like the whole sped up and, you know, do you want to see me actually dress the characters, or do you want to see the after like I've been doing? Um, and so somebody did say, you know what, I would like to see the sped up version that everybody else does. So that's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm going to try out. I guess I'll explain more at the end of the video. Um, but let's just get right into it. This house, everybody is already dressed, but for the sake of the person who wanted to see a sped up version with the interesting facts about the character, shout out to you. Here we go. So, I was watching Monster High, and it has a lot of characters. And I was very interested in a specific one when she popped up. Um, any character of color, I'm going to be interested in, especially in the Monster High series, because there aren't a lot of them. But this is Robecca Steam. I was wondering what she was because I was like, okay, she's obviously a machine, but like, is she like a Frankenstein machine or what's going on here? So, um, yeah. So I added her to the house with the main girls. Um, you probably are asking, where's Claudine? I put her in a house with her whole family since she has like a really big family and like she has, um, her mom, her dad, Claudia, and Helene. Um, they all make appearances in the show. So I've decided to give them their own house in the werewolf world. So I will do that in a later video if you guys are interested in the cast videos. Um, so yeah. So I wanted to learn more about Robecca Steam, and if you want to learn more about the Monster High characters, if you're still new to it like I am, or if you just want to see a more in-depth look, go to monsterhigh.fandom.com. The website is kind of annoying with all the ads and everything. Um, but yeah, so, but it has a full bio for every friggin' character. So if you're really into characterization like I am, you'll love it. But anyway, so this is Robecca Steam. Robecca Steam is a steam-powered robot created by created 100 years ago by famous scientist Hezekiah Steam. She was dismantled in an accident while competing in a game of roller maze and was rebuilt in the modern day. Her pet is Captain Penny, a robot penguin. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, um, Robecca is a character of color. That's what she looks like. Um, So yeah, I was very interested in seeing what she's about. Um, Let me see. So her quote from Friday night. I tried to beat the boys by playing like them. I wasn't true to myself. And look what happened to me. So, if you want to beat the boys, you got to play like girls. So yeah. So yeah, I was really interested when I saw Rebecca. I was like, what is she about? Okay. So, um, she was built by a mad scientist, just kind of like Frankie Stein, but she's a robot and a student at Monster High. Rebecca is a professional stunt woman who can impress any crowd. Due to missing out on a long period of technological progress, she holds aversion against modern devices. So I gave her the technophobe uh, trait lifestyle in The Sims. Nonetheless, if they can't be avoided, she adapts to them easily. Rebecca only has three true weaknesses: patina, her inability to keep track of time, and the fact that she breaks down, not literally, when she misses her father, Hezekiah Steam, the mad scientist that built her. Um, so yeah, I am quite the scare devil, and I delight in using my rocket boots to do stunts and tricks that make other monsters stop what they are doing to watch me perform. Um, so she also goes by Bex. Venus McFlytrap calls her that. Um, so her species is a robot. She's 116 years old. Her birthday is July 29th, which makes her a Leo. Pronouns are she, her. She's the captain of the Skulltimate Roller Maze team. She's the president of the Robotics Club. Um, Captain Penny is my mechanical penguin. Working wings are unnecessary when one is equipped with a rocket pack. Her status is basically resurrected. Let me see. Um, Venus McFlytrap is her doormate in the show and BFF, along with Rochelle Goyle. She also hangs out with Frankie Stein, Draculaura, the main girls. Elizabeth, Finn, Operetta, Gulia, and Cyclops is actually her boyfriend. And her enemies are Creature 4.0 and Lord Stoker. Her killer style, let's just get into it. I would have described my style as rather simple, old-fashioned in this current time, although I have been recently informed that it was totally steampunk and quite cutting edge. This is no relief, as no monster wishes to be thought of as dull. So yeah, I dressed her in a lot of steampunk. Luckily, the Sims resource has like a whole steampunk section. And shout out to Peachy Senpai. I just found her on YouTube, and we're kind of like twins as far as our minds. I don't know if she agrees, but yeah, she's making, or she has made, Monster High characters and even made Ever After High characters like I have been doing. So I've been watching her videos, and through her videos and through her Patreon, I have found so many CC creators. Um, so I went back through, even though Rebecca was already dressed, I added some more CC from the steampunk section of the Sims resource and from Peachy Senpai. So shout out to her if you don't know who that is or don't follow her and you check her out, let her know I sent you. So yeah. Back to this. Rebecca's freaky flaw is my internal clock does not properly function, and I seem to always arrive late. it seems not to matter how many alarms I set or watches I wear, nothing helps. Good thing I have a permanent mechanic's excuse in the headmistress office. Um, Biggest pet peeve is the rain because, obviously she's a robot, so she's not really going to like anything wet or anything like that. Her favorite school subject is metal shop. Her least favorite school subject is home ec. I am skilled, however, in the boiling of water. Her favorite color is copper brown, which is basically her skin color. Favorite food, even though I do not require traditional food, I am fond of ginger tea. So a little bit more about her. Rebecca was first drafted in the year 1814. Shout out to Janet Jackson. Her favorite album is called Rhythm Nation 1814. Anyway, so Rebecca was first drafted in the year 1814, only to be built in the late 19th century by Hezekiah Steam, when in possession of the antique relic that indicates the future vampire royalty, the vampire's heart, given to him by the escapee soon-to-be Queen Elizabeth. Hezekiah thought it was best to incorporate it into Rebecca's body, where he knew it would be safe. Invented as a teenager by default, Rebecca lived with her father for at least 16 years, following him in his highly nomad life, traveling with him to expeditions and traveling and helping him in projects. One of her high points in life was her visit to Transylvania, where she came in contact with a variety of monsters, including the noble vampire court, but developed an existential crisis when she was outcasted for not being a real monster, artificially made rather than biologically. Things didn't get better when, after settling in the United States of Scaramerica, which is basically what I want to call this country now after the election, let's not get into it, her father mysteriously disappeared in an expedition to the catacombs after returning to his job as a teacher at Monster High. The two lost connection, and this separation left Rebecca completely devastated and miserable, finding her only consolation in roller skating. Rebecca developed her career as a Sculptimate roller maze athlete, being the first female to acquire this status in the history of Sculptimate roller maze, as well as one of the best. Unfortunately, during an event at a race, members of the opposing team cheated and dismantled her by consequence. Dormant for a century, Rebecca was built back again by Gulia Yelps and Frankie Stein, reacquiring her status in the Sculptimate roller maze world. Since her father is still missing, she has taken up residence at Kindergrubbers and enrolled at Monster High. So, yeah, so that's her backstory. Rebecca is a polite creature who makes sure to always stay proper and organized. Despite this, she is a lover of adrenaline and a monster of great strength, speed, and agility. As an avid athlete, she is also fair, and her experience in sports makes her warier of others' needs and faults, as she is also very observant and courageous. Despite her struggle to take a pacifist route through things, she can get passionate and rather hot-headed when things don't go her way, to the point where steam literally comes out of her ears. So of course she has the hot-headed trait, because literally steam comes out of Sim's ears when it does that. So that's perfect. She usually vessels this passionate trait towards following humans or monsters' rights. As the feminist she is all about female empowerment and the inclusion of women in the social agenda, which highly influenced her decision to step outside the boundaries and venture into the world of the Sculptimate roller maze team, where she was extremely outnumbered by male athletes. Aside from her fight for respect and eagerness to please, her mind is kind of a mess ever since she was dismantled. Suppose she is missing a fully functional internal clock, which is always late. Making her always arrive late to appointments wasn't enough. In that case, her memory is also rather fragmented, making her forget major events in her life and only remember them as feelings of nostalgia, which she mostly doesn't recognize. She also has a clumsy streak. Rebecca is a girl that lives in the past. Since she grew up in the early 20th century, she grew comfortable using what today is considered outdated equipment, resorting only to typewriters and candles over computers and electricity. She is simply more comfortable this way and cannot adapt to new gadgets. So she always goes the old fashioned way. She doesn't seem too upset about being an orphan because she enjoys her new life now. Yay! Can we talk about how, like, she was like murdered? Like she was completely taken apart. Like, that's crazy. Okay. And like she's different because of it. She's clumsy. She doesn't have a good memory. Her clock, her biological clock is off. Like, what is going on? So she's very interesting character. So Rebecca's skin is copper brown with several patches, bolts, rivets, including two gears on the backside of her calf. Her long wavy hair is black with blue streaks, and her eyes are copper colored with irises shaped like cogwheels. Her hair is sometimes tied in a ponytail. She has rocket boots, wears goggles. Her dress is blue and has brown diamonds at the top, with the bodice being black with ear designs, and a black skirt with a blue metal skirt like overlay. Over her dress is a black sleeveless cardigan with bronze linen. So I took that in mind, and I gave her, brown skin. I gave her patches. Oh, I didn't put any bolts in her. Um, and I couldn't find gears to put on her calf. So I'm going to put them back in her neck. You can't really see them. I put them in there, I thought, but I guess not. Yeah. If you can see, thankfully, through Peachy Senpai, I found eyes. I think they're by Rima Sirion. Correct me if I'm wrong. They have gear-like eyes, so I'm very, very happy about those eyes that I found for her. So yeah, she's very interesting looking. I gave her a lot of facial piercings, and I actually gave her more natural hair. Sorry, I have really bad allergies right now. So fall allergies. I have allergies year round. It's very annoying. I take Zyrtec every day. So if you can, hear that, my apologies. Um, so yeah, so I used that and ran with it. I gave her mostly blue hair instead of black and blue hair, but you can, whatever. So her abilities. Rebecca is a robot simulacrum created by a human being cyborg and is equipped with several gadgets that may come in handy. However, she is not a monster of many powers, which she replaces with skill. According to the Ghoul Friends books, robots can't feel pain, as Rebecca crashed into a tree and was perfectly fine. Her skill set. Rocket boots proficiency. Rebecca owns a pair of steam-powered boots that allows her to levitate at will and move without the need of touching the ground or floor, enabling her to move at great speeds and even rise at large heights. Additionally, the boots can also produce fire from the soles. So if anybody knows of a CC creator that has rocket boots, that'd be great. I couldn't really find any. So with these boots, Rebecca has become an expert in the Scultimate Roller Maze team, moving fast and swiftly without roller skates. She was able to acquire the title of world champion, first female racer, and the captain of the skating team. Metalwork, Rebecca has shown as a skilled metal worker in robotics and engineering, and she has even attempted to build her own robot alarm clock, which she successfully achieved. So, thankfully, I guess she'll be She won't be late from now on, hopefully, with that invention she did. Weaknesses. Effect on water. If Robecca touches water or vice versa, then all of her circuits will be busted and she'll sadly power down. Electricity static. Despite being able to resist pain, Robecca can be electrocuted and lose all of her power. Yeah, so she, think of her as a brave little toaster. As a simulacrum, what is that? I just want to see. Simulacrums are all manner of artificial beings imaginable. They are a popular appearance in a wide spectrum of fiction, being as common to fantasy and science fiction as they are to the horror genre. So the word simulacrum is Latin in origin and means likeness. It may be recognizable as the inspiration of the English words similar and simulate. Simulacrum has been used in several European languages since the late 16th century to refer to anything that is a depiction or mimicry of another thing. For example, non-manipulated photos are simulacrums by definition because they always depict something else, but the likes of paintings and statues can be an original design, and thus they aren't necessarily simulacrums. Let me see. In the 19th century, the word simulacrum was associated with fakeness and inferiority in the same vein as the word phantom. It's unknown when simulacrum was first applied to an artificial being, but one would assume it would have done so not too long after the term's introduction. So yeah. So that's what a simulacrum is. I didn't know what it was. So back to Robecca. Let me see here. Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. So anyway, as a simulacrum, Robecca does not have family in the same way natural creatures have. However, she and her creator, a mad scientist by the name of Robecca Steam, considered each other father and daughter. After his disappearance, Robecca came to live permanently with Kinder Gruber, who's become an unofficial adoptive mother figure to Robecca and was the one that made her enroll at Monster High. Recently, Hoodooed Voodoo has come to live under the same roof as them. Let me see. In her biography, Robecca mentions being friends with Rochelle Goyle and Frankie Stein. This may be because Robecca saved her life and because of the fact that Robecca had already met Frankie's parents and therefore naturally became a friend, or because of their relation as simulacrums. Robecca mentions in her diary that she found Draculaura to be an honorable and accommodating hostess, suggesting that they may or were friends. Also, it has been seen in the Ghoul Friends books that Rochelle and Venus Flytrap are her best friends. Additionally, Finn first diary entry mentions that he had been hanging out with Robecca at the Coffin Bean, suggesting that the two of them are friends, out of a connection over their love of daredevil tricks. So yeah, she has a mechanical penguin named Captain Penny. Penny is known to always be grumpy. Robecca mistakenly leaves Penny behind at times, and Penny is in constant need of an oil change. Before falling apart and going dormant for a whole century, Robecca dated someone. One of the first emotional hang-ups she had to deal with in the present is moving on from her past relationship. Rebecca is romantically involved with Cyclops. He is highly protective of her, which she appreciates. I mean, don't we all appreciate somebody that's protective of us? So that is Robecca. Okay, so like I said before, I guess for this episode, I'll just do Robecca. There's a few more girls in the house. Um, but yeah. So yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna put the link to um my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's my personal page, so you'll learn more about me personally. But that's how you can join my broadcast channel, which is how I update everybody on the Sims series, including the Snow White and Disney Challenge, and hopefully later on my Native American Ultimate Decades Challenge. I have not started that yet. I plan to start that this month, being that it's Native American Heritage Month. But with all of these new packs, Love Struck, Life and Death, every time a new pack comes out and it literally breaks the game, I have to basically start over as far as all the mods I use, which is a lot. As I said before, my CC folder is now at like 16,000. So sometimes with new packs, some CC will break, especially with this Life and Death pack. A lot of CC broke, loading screens broke, a lot of things, a lot of weird things happened. And it happens with every new pack. So that's why I've said in previous videos, I hope The Sims for EA will leave us alone and not give us any more new packs. I am fine with not having any more new packs. I just won the Love Struck pack, about a month ago from Kiera Sims 4 mods. So I'm actually still exploring that pack. I'm hoping to get Life and Death pack, if not on my own, for Christmas. So I'm still exploring other packs that I've just recently gotten, as well as playing my Disney challenge and everything. So I haven't been able to get to my Ultimate Decades challenge. Um, so yeah. So I was hoping once I start my Ultimate Decades challenge, all of my mods are perfect, all of my CC is perfect because I have a lot of Native American CC that I use. And then there are some mods that you need to use with the Ultimate Decades challenge if you've ever seen other gameplay, So yeah. So yeah, I'll put that link in the description. The broadcast channel is Donnis Sims 4 Let's Play. That'll be like the closest thing I'll ever get to a Discord, because even though I am on Discord and I follow a lot of creators, and that's how I keep up with like which mods are updated, are being updated, you know, EA news, Sims news, and all that. I have no idea how to make a Discord channel, so this will be the closest thing to it. So, yeah. So yeah, and the poll on whether you like the sped up cast video or if you like how I've been originally doing it, dressing the characters first and then making a video about it, just let me know. Just let me know. There's a poll in there. I gave her a tough walk because she's a robot, and I figured, and she's clumsy. So I figure, and I think they said the only way she's very graceful is when she flies around with her like rocket boots and things like that. So as far as like her aspiration, I gave her master handy person. This sim wants to know everything about um, repairing and creating objects. She's childish. She's hot-headed. And with this mod that I have, I can give her 2 more traits. So I decided to give her creative. And maybe erratic. I'll probably add that later. But like I said, her top 4. Let's see. She's very polite. Practical. These Sims more to the realities of the world than to ideas. Yeah. Yeah, she's very practical. Oh yeah, see? That's very, very Robecca. So yeah, I'm not gonna pick a cause of death for her. As far as an occult, I don't know. I was like, should I make her an alien or a spellcaster? But she doesn't have any powers. So that's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Should I keep her just as a human, um, that has like eccentricities, or yeah. So yeah, like and subscribe, and if you like the way this video came out, just let me know. And I am signing off now, and yeah, I have a few more girls in the house to introduce you to. Um, I have two more girls actually. Um, so we will make a video about that hopefully later on, or soon, hopefully. I'm trying to do this for all the characters, but as you can see, that's a lot of work. So yeah, I'm gonna probably make a poll in my Donnis Sims 4 group on Instagram about whether you guys like these cast videos or if I should just stick with my Let's Play videos. So let me know. Yeah, so signing off, please like, subscribe, share. Check out my Tumblr. I redid it. It's Donnis Butterfly on Tumblr. Yeah, I guess I can leave a link for that as well. And so yeah, signing off. Thank you for watching.